Hey guys, welcome back. This is Sweet Creek Thrift and my name is Candy if you're new here, and I am a part-time reseller on Poshmark and eBay, and I have recently started Mercari and Kidizen, and I do a little bit on Depop but not much of sales yet. I think I've had 2 sales, so I don't really have anything on those right now. So primarily what you're going to see today is just Poshmark and eBay, and I'm going to go ahead and break up November and December's sales reports. I was going to do them together, but then I have about 20 or a little bit over 20 for each month, and I decided, I know that's not a lot, but I just figured it would make a couple shorter videos. And then with the next video for December, I'm going to include my year-end totals just to show you what I made. This was the first year I kind of started taking it a little bit more serious. So in 2023, I know this is January of 2024 when you're going to see this because that's when I'm recording it. So I'm just trying to catch up on the 2023s, and then I will start doing monthly reports until it gets, if I'm getting too many sales, then I might eventually do twice a month or eventually weekly. But for now, I don't have that many sales, so I'm just going to stick with monthly for now. So I'm going to go ahead and start right in. I'm going to change this to a little bit of a smaller dot just so you can still see me if you want. But what I'm going to do is walk you through all my sales from November and what I earned. So the first item, I found this item at Goodwill at just the standard, not the bins, but at a regular Goodwill. And I paid $9.99 for this. I just thought it was really cool. It was a really thick, heavy duty, heavy material. It was this red velvet, and it had these gold accent trims. It was this company, Paradox Interactive, so I think they just make really nice, high quality costumes. And this was when I did research, but it actually does say on the tag right there, Magica Wizard, which is a video game apparently. And I've never heard of that one myself, but apparently this was a costume from a video game, and I had bought that right before Halloween, so I had posted it hoping somebody would buy it for Halloween. I think I bought it maybe in September, maybe November. No, not November. Yeah, but it didn't actually sell until after Halloween, so I thought that was interesting. But people that go to conventions, the cosplay conventions and gaming conventions, that kind of thing, then you definitely find people that really like it. And it did come with the hat. Oh yeah, there it is. There's a hood, so it kind of has this. Oh, and have a picture of the actual costume on somebody that I found online. I just thought that was funny, but there's a few stains on it, but overall there's lots of life left for somebody who really likes this costume. So I did make a mistake, and as a newbie, yeah, I'm going to make mistakes, but I did make a mistake with this because on shipping, this item sold on eBay, and I made a mistake. I think this was the item that I made a mistake on shipping, and I shipped it, yeah, because my shipping was astronomical, but what happened was I shipped it in the wrong box. I'm pretty sure I shipped this one in a priority mailbox, and I should have not done that because they paid for USPS ground shipping. So I ended up paying a lot more, and eBay pulled more money out of my account, which is fine. So I still made money on the sale, so I wasn't upset about it. It was a good learning experience for me. So if you're new, I would highly watch your eBay, or any app that you're selling on. Just really pay attention to what shipping method it is. So if it's USPS ground shipping versus priority mail shipping, you don't want to put a ground shipping in a priority mail box. But if you're shipping on Poshmark, then you can ship in those priority mail boxes just fine, up to 5 pounds. So there's always these little unique things to learn with shipping for each individual app that you're shipping on. So it's a little bit of a tongue twister there, but I paid $10, $9.99. I paid $10 for this item. So they paid $56.44, but after my astronomical double, basically I got paid double. I mean, I got charged double for shipping. So I ended up paying $18.95 in shipping fees, so that really ate into my profits. I would have probably profited an extra $10, but that was my bad. And so after fees, my investment and after all the fees, I ended up earning $16.78. So I still came out in the positive, so it was a good learning experience, and I'm happy for that. My next set, this was my first bundle. I have 3 bundles on this particular video, so for the month of November. So the first bundle was a lot of 4 items, so I'm just going to go through each one individually. And this was 12 bandanas. My daughter went through a bandana phase, so these were actually just ones she didn't want anymore. So I went ahead and just kind of folded them all up. I showed like some pictures of all the different designs that were included. Oops, I always do that. I scroll down. So anyways, I just bundled them all up, and I figured somebody would want them if they like bandanas or whatever. So I did put them all together, and, you know, I did give them a discount because usually you can buy these for like $1 at Walmart or Hobby Lobby or wherever you're at. So I'm pretty sure that's where I bought most of these. But I bundled it up 12, and I put a price of $8. And so I had this lady bundle that along with these 3 other items. So this one would be like a really light, kind of like a purple and white, and it was a faux wrap style blouse by Talbot's, an extra large size. So she added that item, and then we also had the Old Navy. Now, actually, this was probably one of the very first items I posted. This sat forever, and I'll go through those. So I have this 3 for $15 deal. I've been weeding through those and trying to pull as many out, unless they're like really items that I've had for a really, really long time, or it's like an item that maybe sells for $8 or $7. I'm just going to probably keep the 3 for $15 on some of those until most of those are gone. I'm trying to get as many of those like under 10 items out of my closet. So if I can get rid of them this way, that would be cool. Yeah. So anyways, I'm just trying to kind of slowly bring up my cost of items that I'm selling. But this was something I've had for a while, and it was just this really cute. I thought it was really cute. Old Navy, size extra large. And it had just some really nice kind of like black lace accent trimmings, and I don't know, I thought it was adorable, but I guess it, you know, it probably just wasn't really the style for most people. But just a really cute blouse. And then we also have the costume jewelry that this was in a donation that we had been given. So again, this one was listed 3 for $15. So it came with these earrings and this just like basic set of just some kind of, you know, jewelry item. I don't really know anything about it other than what it looks like. So I just described it as a costume jewelry piece. And so she bundled the 4 of these items, and I want to say, so basically, let me go back over to my little list so I can kind of tell you. So the Old Navy shirt, the blue and black plaid shirt, I posted it originally August of 21, and then it sold November of 23. So 2 years it sat. And then the jewelry necklace was a donated item, so I paid $0 for that as well. So that first one was also from the donation. So I paid $0 for that. And the Talbot's shirt, so the bandanas came from our closet, so I basically paid $0, even though I originally paid for them, but that's a moot point. So, and then the Talbot's, the purple top, the faux wrap, that was when I did buy at Goodwill. I probably made a mistake because I paid $6.99 for that. I've learned my lesson. It's not worth that, and I ended up losing money, so I kind of lumped them all together because it was a bundle. But if you were to take that one item individually and I priced it out, I divided up the fees, I divided up the shipping, anything that when I do bundles, I just kind of divide, you know, if it's 4 items and I divide it by 4. So for each of the other items, I earned $6. However, for that one shirt, it was a negative 99 cents. So altogether, my total profit for the bundle was $17.01. So overall, I did pretty good on the bundle. But with that one item, if somebody had purchased it just by itself at that at the price that she got it for, it was a loss. So that is how I feel about that. But that's okay. I've learned another lesson. So it's still a learning process for me, and I'm getting there slowly. I think it's a learning process for anybody. That's why I like to share these with you and maybe give you my experience so that way you don't make the same mistake. Just really be careful with what you buy and how much you're spending on an item. I really love the bins because my cost of goods is like $1 each item approximately. I go, and if I'm going to go, I'm going to get a bunch of stuff at once so that I get the lowest price per pound and I can make the most out of it. And then I don't feel bad because I would have made money off that shirt had I bought it at the bins for $1. So yeah. So, oh, sorry, I'm moving forward too fast. So the next item is this Sherpa pullover quarter zip women's sweatshirt, size large. It was a really soft sweatshirt. I actually wore this myself. It came out of my closet, but it did originally come from that donation pile. It was a little bit small for me, but it did fit. But it just was a little bit small, and I decided to start pulling stuff out of my closet that just don't fit all the way correctly. And it still had lots of life left, so I paid $0 for this item, posted it September 4th of 23, and it sold November 16th, so just a couple of months. I didn't sell it for too much. This item, for this particular Sherpa, they're really cute, and I think they're sold on Amazon, but it's not like a specific brand or anything like that, so it wasn't a high value item. But I did earn, after fees, I earned $4.07, so I will take that considering it was one of my items, and I just earned a little bit of profit for something that I got a little bit of use out of myself, so I thought that was pretty cool. The next item was this NFL Kansas City Chiefs football jersey, and it is a boys reversible jersey, so I thought that was interesting. I did get this in my bins from November, and what did I put? November 10th was when I went to the bins. So out of that big original, like if you go back on my channel, my first like 3 videos, I think it is, it's a part 1, part 2, part 3. This was in that first big bins haul that I showed, and it wasn't in great condition, but the red side was, but the yellow side, if you were to turn it inside out, it has this staining going on right on the front. So, but I thought that was interesting. But obviously, popular Kansas City Chiefs is a very popular, and it was just a boys, younger boys size. So I did sell this. So it was from the bin, so I paid about, my average cost of goods for that trip was $1.27. And after fees, I earned $7.78. So this person paid $12 for the item, and then after fees, I earned $7.78. And after my investment. So for my next item, it was another bundle. This was my second bundle, and it was 3 items, so they were all on my 3 for $15, so she bundled 3 of those, which this is a perfect example of somebody doing exactly what I want. So 3 items for $15 is what she put in there, and that's what she accepted. So the first was a Reebok workout leggings, a size extra small, just really cute, kind of like a, I don't know, splatchy, purpley, dark blue, navy blue colors, and that was pretty much it. Just a pair of basic leggings, workout leggings. And then this, I'll show you this one first. So this kind of was the perfect item to go with those leggings to make it kind of a little cute outfit. And it was a Reebok, also purple tank top. That was a racerback style, and that was an extra small, and has the little logo here. So I just thought that was really cute too. These came from the donation pile, so I paid $0 for those 2 items. And then this last item I picked up at Walmart. It was on clearance, and it was the Friends TV show, just some pajama pant jogger style, as you can see in the little photo here, but also size small, and I paid $1 at Walmart for that item. So she bundled these 3 items together, and so my total profit, I wrote that down. So my total profit after tax and fees, well, I say tax, after all the fees and my investment was $8.98 for those 3 items. So I was happy to see that go. I don't know that I would keep buying the little like dollar items like this, but maybe, because I still make a few dollars, but it is a little bit of time, and I don't know. And there's always that risk that they don't sell, but I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I go to Walmart if I'm there and I see it and I'm like, oh, it's new and I can sell it and it's $1. I mean, I'm willing to try at least sometimes. I might eventually not do that though with those cheaper items anyways. So the next item is by Hollister, and it is some men's skinny jogger twill gray like drawstring and cuffed pants, size medium. And so it just had this like drawstring. Honestly, I'm pretty sure these were brand new when we got them, or like new without tags, but I did post them as used. But they were in really excellent condition. And so for this item, it came from the donation pile. I paid $0. I posted it September and it sold in November. So it took 2 months to sell. They paid $15, and after Poshmark fees, I earned $12 for that item. The next item is by Avia. It's these like digital stopwatches, and I had a lot of 3 of them that I found also on the clearance rack at Walmart. And so I had, I don't think I'm going to pick up like little mechanical items like this anymore to sell, because it's not really, I don't think I will. But then again, I mean, I did earn money from it. I don't know. It's just a little tricky because I didn't realize you can't sell stuff, like you have to be careful with like the batteries, and I don't know. I'm still learning things about the whole like selling stuff with batteries, but I didn't even pay attention to that. Anyways, so I did ship it and I didn't get in trouble for it, but anyways, I put $6. I don't have the receipt for this anymore, so I don't remember, like, I don't know. I know I got it at Walmart. I estimated that I paid $2 an item, but I probably paid less than that. I just didn't have the receipt, so I put $6 an item, not an item, sorry, $6 for 3 items, and then it was a bundle of all 3 together. So after tax and fees, this person paid $15, and I netted $6 is what I gave myself on my list, just because this was purchased like back before I was really being serious about this. So the next item is a vintage belt. There's a little bit of scuffing on the actual like belt loop area, but overall this was a really nice woven vintage 1980s hand woven tapestry style colorful belt. And I want to say it was from, there was a country I wrote down, can't remember what I put on here, but anyways, I don't know where I put it. But yeah, that was a really nice find. I found it at Goodwill, and I paid $3.99 for that. And after so the person paid $29.41, and this was sold on eBay, and my net after fees was $15.27. So I learned to look at belts from Kaylee Elaine from her channel. I follow her. When I was starting to get a little bit more serious, I started watching a lot of videos and getting tips and suggestions. You guys, my chair keeps shrinking. So I look over and I'm like you probably saw me like over time going down in my little bubble. It's funny. So I learned what she taught was that, it's a smaller item and most people skip over the belt section. So I decided to start paying attention to the belt section. So I have looked multiple times. I really haven't found too many, but when I saw this, it really stood out to me just because of all the colorfulness of it. I thought that was unique. And I did look it up while I was in the store, and I did see that they were around $20, if on eBay, that's what they were selling for. So I was happy with that. So I ended up selling that one and I earned some money. I was happy for that sale. And then my next item is this Banana Republic. It was like a green faux wrap style shirt, and I had this shirt posted for a very long time as well, and my daughter modeled it. This was when I first started also, and I had my kids modeling a few things. So one of my daughters had modeled this, but I did put it on the 3 for $15, but she only bought this one item. And I think I did discount it down to 5 for her just because I wanted it to go. I've had it for so long that I just didn't want it anymore and I wanted it to get out of the closet. So I had it I posted it originally September of 21 and sold it November of 23. So again, this was another 2+ year item that I've had in my closet and I was so happy to have it gone. I just thought I was just happy that it was gone. So I went ahead and just discounted it to the $5. I just did that, and oh, I didn't go over. So because it was a donated item, I paid $0. After fees, Poshmark's fees, I made $2.05. So after 2 years, I made $2.05. So I made $1 a year for holding onto that item. Not bad. So I will take $2 profit. Thank you. And the next item was this Born Women's brown leather loafers, flats, slip-on, buckle shoes, size 8. That's what I put on my title. And I did find these at a Goodwill while my kids were in a movie, and I was killing time. So I went to a Goodwill out in Lufkin, which is where they went to the movie at. And it was a fairly good pair of, I didn't think they had lots of life left anyways. And I know it's a good brand, cute style. Nothing really major wrong with this pair. So it was just, worn and used, but they looked really nice. So I did sell these. So I paid $6.29 for them. And the gross amount of the sale was $35, and after fees and investment, I earned $21.71. So you can see that I am learning how to pick items a little bit better. The next, that was one that I picked. So the next item is by Lulu's, and it is a dress. This was from, I want to say yes, it's from the donation that I had. So I paid $0. And it was this Primrose, I think Primrose is the model, the style cut. And it was a slim nude with black lace midi dress. Oops, I put a D. Size medium. And so it was one of those like nude beige underneath and then the black lace over the top. It was really pretty. But it sold pretty quick. I want to say I posted it, let's see. Okay, so I posted it at the end of May, and it sold in November. And then I did sell it for $30, and my profit was $24. And you wonder, why didn't you put that, if you've been, I had the donation for 2 years, and I don't know why. I wasn't taking it seriously. But I had this whole pile for like 2 years, and I was just slowly posting every now and then. Now I'm doing it like practically every day. I don't post or do anything on Sundays. Just because that's my day of rest. And so anyways, that's the day that I honor Jesus, It's the Sabbath. Although the Sabbath should be a Saturday, but I don't know. Anyways, that's besides the point. But it's my day of rest. So I pretty much am posting stuff now 6 days a week. So you'll see stuff hitting my closet, generally speaking, Monday through Saturdays. So I do deserve a day to take off and not actually work on the business. So I do take my time for that. Anyway, so that item did sell for $24. Well, I earned $24. And then the next item is another bundle of 3. And it was this cute bundle of like 3 dresses. And I had these also for quite a while. I want to say they were all, let me check, all from the donation. Yes, all 3 were donated items from the big donation. So I paid $0 for all of these items. The first one is this tie-dye blue and white tie-dye effect. Stretchy. It was extremely stretchy, kind of like a t-shirt long maxi dress. And it was really cute. So there's kind of like the bottom of it. It had these slits up the side and a curved hem. This is before I got my steamer, so I wasn't really steaming any of these. But this one sold with the next item, which is this other cute blue dress. And I don't know, it's kind of hard to show you. There we go. That's a little bit better. It was on my 3 for $15 by this brand, Cess Femme. And it had this ribbed almost like a, let's say like, it's almost like a towel feeling material, but very cute. Kind of like that similar curved hem with the slit on the side. It had the little belt. It almost just reminded me of like a robe material, but yeah, it's stretchy polyester spandex. But yeah, it was really cute. Just a cute little blue dress, and probably like knee length or just below the knee, so kind of like a maxi length. And then the third item on this bundle is an Old Navy slip dress, also kind of like a tank style slip dress, and like a plum, purpley plum color, and really cute. And this one I also had for a very, very long time. So these last two were on my 3 for 15, and she did add that other dress. I don't think this one had a brand, but I was just going to go back and look. It had just this tag. I'm pretty sure it was just like an Amazon dress, or, from Wish probably, just one of those like random dresses you pick up somewhere. But anyways, these two I had on the 3 for 15 sale, and then she threw this one in. So altogether, let me see. She paid, I did give her the $5 each price. So altogether she paid 15. And since my fees from Poshmark was $3, I just divided that up right here. As you can see, I put $1 per item. So I divided the $3 fee into 3 items, and it was a 0 investment paid. So altogether I earned $4 per item, which makes a total profit of $12 for that particular bundle of 3. So not bad for having those items for quite a while. And they were getting out of my closet too. And then the last item was my daughter's prom dress. My oldest daughter, I have 3 girls. So my oldest daughter, her prom dress, which we had for maybe a year or two. And this was actually her money. I just sold it for her. So I did put it on my list though, just because it is in my closet, and I did sell it. But it is a Be Darlin. Here, I'll show you the little tag. And it was really cute. It was a 2-piece. So the top is this black long sleeve lace top, and then the bottom is this really long skirt with these bright red roses. And that's what it looked like on her wearing it. And the back of the top had this cutout, so it's just a really cute. I had it posted for quite a while actually, and it finally sold. I think I actually posted it this year though. Yeah, February. I posted it before prom in February, and it did not sell until November. So probably for like a Christmas holiday party. It definitely makes sense for the holiday season too. So but anyways, that did sell. They paid $56 for it, and after fees, we earned $44.80, which I just gave to my daughter because she's the one who originally bought that dress, and she wanted what she could get back for it. But I did put it on my entire profit list just because I did sell it in my closet. So to break down November, I paid a total of $35.53 for items that I sold that month, and Poshmark charged me $49.05 in fees. eBay charged $11.98 in fees, and then tax for eBay was $4.65, and shipping fees altogether was $30.20. So my total gross was $323.85, but after all the fees and investment, I earned $192.45, and then of course I gave my daughter like $40. So I ended up earning about $150 for that month. But in general, like if in sales, I earn $192.45. So I think I'm actually picking up on my sales. I'm so happy, you guys, because I have been spending so much time putting together, getting all my stuff posted. I'm trying to post it faster than I did before because it took like 2 years to get just like huge amounts of clothes posted, and I still have piles, like dead piles is what I call it, but I still have piles of stuff. I still have boxes. I haven't gone through all of it. It's a lot of smaller stuff. I told you guys this on a previous video at some point, but it's a lot of smaller items from that donation, so I don't feel like it's going to sell as easily. And I might look into taking some of those like teenager juniors style like jeans. I have tons of jeans from like juniors sizes. So I might pile them all up and take them at some point. The problem is they're not really the style that's going for right now with the wider legs. They're more skinny style. So maybe when it comes back around, people will want to buy that again. But okay, so I'm going to finish here for the month of, here, I'm going to raise this back up. Okay, so I'm going to finish here for the month of November, and then I'm going to go ahead and just start my December video, and I will post that in a few more days. So keep an eye out for that. And my December video will have my year-end totals all together for what I earned for the year. So keep an eye out for that one. If you enjoyed kind of watching what sold, please definitely hit the like and subscribe on my channel. I would love to see you follow along on my journey. Eventually, I hope to be making enough money to pay off all my credit cards and my car payment, not to have that anymore. I just want to be debt-free, okay? So my goal is to be debt-free and actually have income and spending money and be able to work on our house, because I don't have enough money to fix our house up, and we are in basically a remodel at this point. It is completely under construction. I have a thing up because my office is crazy, and I would love to have, you know, at some point I would love to have some really nice cabinets so I can take stuff out of boxes and store it properly, but it costs money to do that. So I am working my behind off. I was to say my butt off. I'm working my butt off, but I am trying to turn this into a legitimate business where I will actually be making enough money to pay off stuff. And anyways, yeah, you got the picture. So I'm gonna go. I'm rambling because that's what I do best. But if you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing, and I appreciate it. And I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you have a good day. Bye.